can an F-150 really tow over 9,000 pounds? Hey everyone, Shane here with ROA Off-Road. Today we're doing a tow test. How much can this Ford F-150 really tow? This is a 2018 XLT heavy duty tow package. It's a 3.5 EcoBoost. Ford says it can tow 13,200 pounds. We don't recommend that you max out a tow vehicle, and we're not gonna max this tow vehicle out. But what we do have behind this F-150 is a brand new UEV-19 by Conqueror, and we've loaded this trailer up. We've put an extra water tank in it here at ROA, so it has a total of 120 gallons of water, usable water for the trailer. It actually has a lot more water in it right now because we've weighed it down to see how well this Ford can actually tow it. What is going on? Loading up the trailer, making sure it has lots of weight, and then we're gonna tow it. We're gonna try to have more weight in there than we should ever have.
Maxing it out.
Holy moly, look at this.
At least you get thirsty on the road.
Yeah, we got weights in here. I mean, we got water in here. I've loaded the compartments. I calculated about 100 pounds on each side because we have the fridge up here. We have compartment boxes, 90 pounds in each one of these things. Got some dumbbells actually in there. And we have cases and cases of water stacked all throughout. We did try to distribute the weight. We're not trying to put the weight in one spot more than the other. We've ran it all the way down the hallway, all the way. We even put some in the bathroom in the very back. So we're trying to not favor, you know, with trailers and towing, you always want to, you don't want to put too much weight forward. You don't want to put too much weight backwards. You kind of want to distribute it throughout. A lot of people think, oh, put it towards the tongue, but that actually can create sway. If you put too much just all over the axle and nothing, you know, it's all about distribution. You got to distribute it throughout the trailer. And when you're packing, that's something you always need to be cognizant of, is like not putting too much weight on one side versus another side, because it's just gonna tow better. But let's go jump in the truck. I don't know how much it weighs, but we're gonna take it over to the scale. We're gonna weigh it, find out what it's coming in at. We're hoping it's over 9,000 pounds. That's my guess anyways, but let's go weigh it, and then we're gonna take it on the freeway and we're gonna get it up to speed and see how well this Ford actually can tow something that weighs over 9,000 pounds. Hopefully you learned something. Let's head over to the scale. Okay, we're gonna weigh the trailer. We've already weighed the trailer completely empty, and it was about 6,560 pounds if I remember correctly. But we have loaded this thing down.
Okay, what do you think it's gonna weigh in at?
I think it's gonna weigh 9,000 pounds, 9,050. What about you, Jordan? What's your guess?
9,025.
Okay, we'll see who gets closest. Okay, so the truck, which I need to find out what the GVWR is, because we weighed the truck and the trailer, and every manufacturer will recommend not going over a gross combined weight, which I need to figure out. I'll let you know in a second. But it's 14,780 pounds. That's loaded with bunch of camera gear in the truck. It's a disaster in here. And then the trailer completely loaded. So 15,000 pounds gross combined weight. That's truck and trailer. The trailer all by itself weighs, dun dun dun, 9,160 pounds. That's great. That's what we wanted. We wanted to try to get it over 9,000 pounds. So the question is, can an F-150 really tow over 9,000 pounds comfortably? We're gonna find out. No weight distribution hitches, no friction sway controls. The truck doesn't even have airbags. It is squatting quite a bit. So we'll see how it tows, totally stock. And this truck has 60,280 miles. So it's not brand new. The suspension might not be as stiff if it were brand new, but we're gonna head out over to the freeway and we're going to see how well it tows. Okay, I'm gonna start my 0 to 60 as I turn. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Plus I'm passing an officer. I'm not pushing it too hard. I'm at like maybe 50% throttle. I'm not going too hard at 12 seconds, but I'm turning, I'm going on curves. Okay, there we go. 60 miles per hour, 20 seconds. It would have went way faster if I gunned it. I got up to speed with no problem whatsoever. Like, I feel super, super comfortable. And now I'm going 70 miles per hour already. And that trailer is behind me. Looks like it's doing pretty good. I'm gonna get over into the fast lane. But yeah, I'm going 70. That was great. I'm going 70, 72, 73. I'm gonna get over into the fast lane and get it up to 80 and see how well it does. Super impressed with this F-150. It's not just the F-150 though, and that's what people need to understand. It's also the trailer. Some trailers tow better than others. The Conqueror trailers, UEV-19, UEV-14, even the 490 and 440, they all tow superbly. Like, they're some of the best towing trailers I've ever towed. We've had trailers over the years that just honestly, they don't tow well. That's all there is to it. Some do, some don't. It's all about how they're balanced. Obviously, how you load them is important, but overall, the balance of the trailer itself, empty or fully loaded, should tow well. I'm going 80 miles per hour. I feel comfortable. I feel absolutely comfortable. 80 miles, 81, 80, 81. I feel totally comfortable. I feel relaxed. I'm passing traffic. Yeah, I like the trailer's just pulling straight perfectly. Wow, I'm super happy for two things. I'm happy with the F-150. This is the EcoBoost. Once again, it's rated for 13,000 pounds. You would expect it to tow 9,000 pounds without any problem. Now, we're gonna head up into the canyon because we're sitting about 4,000 feet elevation, and we're gonna climb to about 6,000 or 7,000 feet up into the canyon. And that's a highway. It's, 45, 50 mile per hour speed. So we're gonna get much higher, and I'll see how well it tows climbing a mountain. But I'm on the interstate right now, 75, 80 miles per hour with the semi trucks. I'm passing semi trucks, and I feel unbelievably comfortable. One hand on the steering wheel and no problem. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm really impressed right now with how well this F-150 tows. Anyway, there you go. And remember, no weight distribution hitch, no friction, and the trailer is squatty. We got the right rise. We actually came out and towed this earlier, but it was with the wrong hitch. So it was kind of nose diving, and the trailer was only loaded with the main water tank on the inside. So it was about, we had some other stuff in it, but it was around 7,000 pounds, I believe. We didn't weigh it at that time, but it was around 7,000. But we've loaded this one up over 9,000 pounds, and it's towing perfect. Like I'm comfortable. I'm taking a curve here at 78 miles per hour. I'm gonna slow down and I'm gonna pull out here. Yeah, I could do this all day long. Look, no hands. It's just like, it's very, it's driving straight. The truck's driving straight. The trailer's driving straight. Even if I do a little bit of wiggle, it corrects itself immediately and goes straight with 9,000 pounds of weight. Perfect.
If anybody's questioning an F-150 towing a heavy trailer, what would you say?
I would say it all depends on the trailer itself, right? And so this is what's so important. Here at ROA Off-Road, whether you come to our East Coast or our West Utah location, like, the most important thing is we take the trailers out and we tow them, right? We tow them with different trucks and setups. And we want to do this and use this because we want to be able to help you get what's best for you, right? And so some of our trailers tend to have some issues here and there with sway or the suspension's soft. So we'll tell you, hey, we need to upgrade the suspension, or hey, we need to put a weight distribution hitch. And it all depends on the truck and the trailer. A bigger truck and a bigger trailer and a smaller trailer might not need nothing, but a small truck with a bigger trailer, you might need weight distribution hitch or a friction. There's a lot of nuances to each individual situation, and not all F-150s can tow 13,000 pounds. Some of them are rated for 7,000 or 8,000 pounds. It depends on the engine and the year and the make and all of that stuff. And mid-sized trucks versus heavy-duty trucks are gonna tow substantially different. But yes, if you have an F-150 that tows the max tow package, which is 13,000 pounds, you can tow a 9,000 pound UEV-19 with zero problems. I would recommend maybe putting airbags in the actual truck itself because it's kind of squatted. Now this truck does have 60,000 miles, so the shocks might be getting a little, weak. If it was a brand spanking new truck, they might be a little bit more stiff and it may have not squatted as much, but definitely I would put airbags long term. If I was going to be buying with this specific truck, if I was going to buy the UEV-19, I'd probably put some airbags on it. But also I would not recommend loading it up to 9,000 pounds. The trailer's 6,500 pounds. Really? Like if it's in the summertime and you're going to get our extra water tank and have 120 gallons, you're for sure going to be 7,500 pounds. With all of your gear, you might be 8,000, maybe 8,200 pounds. And I'm talking pots, pans, everything, right? You might be around 8,000 pounds, which is 1,000 pounds lighter than what we are right now. If you're going winter camping, you're not going to be over 7,500 pounds. But I definitely would recommend a truck that can tow over 10,000 pounds. Conqueror tows very, very good. But if you have any questions, comments, you want to know more information about towing. Towing is such an interesting topic because so many people have different opinions on it. Everybody, it's like they say, when it comes to towing, they're like people and their opinions are like armpits. Everybody has them, but most of them stink. And that's the reality. There's a lot of weird information out there on towing. I've towed a lot. I've towed thousands of miles, hundreds of thousands of miles. One of the guys that works with us has towed over a million plus miles. And at the end of the day, you want to stick within the manufacturer's range, which is the max combined vehicle. But you just give us a call, text us 801-860-0035, and we can help you specifically. We can individualize your situation and what fits you best. And I'll tell you what, we will tell you that you should not tow that trailer with that truck. If you have an undersized vehicle and you want to get a big trailer, we will tell you that's an undersized vehicle. And that's really important because I've noticed a lot of dealerships that you go out to and buy trailers, they just tell you what you want to hear just to sell you a trailer, and they go, oh yeah, for sure, your truck can tow that. And that's to me one of the most frustrating things. And those people, they sell one trailer at a time, and they won't ever sell you another trailer for the rest of your life because they lied to you, right? We don't do that because we want you to, one, come back and buy another trailer someday, maybe, or tell your friends about us. It's silly. To me, it blows my mind how you can do something like that. It's such a small-minded, short-term thinking. And that's not how you win at life. You win by, taking care of people and just telling them straight up, you can't buy that trailer with that truck. And I say that all the time to people, and they don't like hearing it. Toyota people, it's so funny, it's marketing. Toyota people call up all the time and they think they can tow anything, because there's a commercial in the 90s where a Tundra pulls a 757 that weighed hundreds of thousands of pounds, and they're like, what are you telling me I can't tow a 10,000 pound trailer with my Tundra? No, you can. It's rated for 9,000 or 10, the new ones. I'm talking about the older ones, right? I'm like, no, you can't. But didn't you see that commercial? I'm like, yeah, I saw the commercial. I can push a 10,000 pound trailer on a flat, smooth surface with my own arms and legs, right? Like, that's not smart. It's not wise. We'll help you. We'll lead you in the right direction. And hopefully you learn something. Once again, make a comment and make it a beautiful day.